Did I just hear him say what he said?
Do you see China as a place where this type of digital dictatorship is most likely to emerge?
Israel is building a real total surveillance regime in the West Bank, which is something we haven't seen anywhere, almost anywhere in history before, of really trying to follow every place, every individual. And we still haven't crossed the critical watershed of the biometric sensor. Whether it's in the US, in Israel, in China, it's still social media. It's still my mobile phone. It's still where I go, what use I make of my credit card. We still don't really have the technology to go inside, but we are maybe 5 years, 10 years away from having the technology. So maybe to give an extreme example, let's say you live in North Korea, and you have to wear this bracelet, which constantly monitors what is happening inside your body. And you walk into a room and you see the picture of the dear leader on the wall, and the bracelet can know what is happening to your brain, to your blood pressure, as you see this picture. So this really what is meant by a digital dictatorship.
I mean, it makes 1984 sound positively...
Child's play.
Child's play,
yeah.
Exactly. You say you don't know what to do about this, but imagine for a moment that you were dictator, be that digital or not. What would you do right now to help humanity deal with this? Would you like to just throw away all of those biometric devices?
No, it's absolutely impossible to go back. The biometric data is the key. When people think about data, they mostly think about where I go, what I buy. When they think about hacking, they think about computers. They talk about AI, about machine learning. They forget the other side of the equation, which is the life sciences, the brain sciences. The brain sciences are giving us access to here. This is what we really tried, what somebody is really trying to hack is this, not this. When we talk about regulating ownership of land, we have a very clear picture what it means. Okay, you have a plot, you have a field, you build a fence around, you have a gate, you stand at the gate, and you say, okay, you can come in, you can't. This is my field. Now, what does it mean in terms of the data about my DNA or what's happening in my brain? I mean, what's the analogy of the fence and the gate? We just don't understand. So I think we are in an analogous position to where we were with the Industrial Revolution 200 years ago.
So do you want the scientists to take control? Do you want the United Nations? Do you think the United Nations is capable?
As I said, I mean...
The World Economic Forum? I mean, could all the people here take control of this?
I don't have all the answers.
People are giving up data in exchange for services.
The big battle over what we today call privacy will be between privacy and health. Do you give access to what is happening inside your body and brain in exchange for far better healthcare? And my guess is that health will win, hands down. People will give up their privacy in exchange for healthcare, and maybe in many places they won't have a choice. I mean, they won't even get insurance if they are unwilling to give access to what is happening inside their bodies.
Right. So another big exchange that will not involve money, but still be very, very important. Last quick question, then we must wrap, sadly. When it was all about land control, the elites essentially had feudalism. We called it feudalism in history. Mm-hmm. When it was all about the industrial machines, we had capitalism and Marxism. Have you thought of a word to describe this new world of dataism?
For authority to shift away from humans to these algorithms, the algorithms will not have to be perfect. They will just have to be better on average than human beings. It's not inconceivable that, at least in most cases, algorithms will be able to outperform us, and then authority will shift away in decisions like what to study, where to work, where to live, whom to marry. Authority to make these decisions will shift from humans to algorithms.